Hello, Danger Nettles. How's it hanging?
Danger nipples.
No.
Oh my god. Anyways, there's one thing I want to say before. There's two things. One, I know people did it last year where people got stuff on my throne for Christmas. I'd rather you just donate to charity instead. But if you do get things off a throne, bless his Christmas wish list is on throne. Get stuff for him, not me.
Why don't you want things for Christmas? Because I don't want to offend you here, but I don't think the family that tried to murder you a few times is going to get you anything.
Fair. It's just that I'd rather people get things more than me. I like giving more than receiving. And secondly, I found out my Sassy, my husky, is very autistic.
Hmm?
Or she'll stare at her reflection for hours. And
That's not autistic. That's just
no, the next thing she did was she barked and then ran full force into the door, trying to attack the dog reflection.
that's a dog thing. That's not autism.
I couldn't stop laughing. I know it's wrong.
I mean, I feel like there's nothing wrong with laughing at a dog being a dingus. The wrong thing is equating that to autism.
Yeah. Dogs do weird stuff like that and more all the time. It's just weird to associate that with autism. Has nothing to do with that.
True.
It's just dog being adorable and herpy derpy.
She's the only dog in the household that does it, though.
Then that's just the thing they do.
Yeah. Alright. So the first SCP of the night is actually one I've never read before. So this is gonna be new to me.
Hmm.
Ooh.
It's 1789, aka Irate Finger.
I already don't like the sounds of this.
An angry finger?
Irate Finger.
Irate is another term for angry.
Oh.
So it's literally the angry finger. And I am curious.
Yeah.
They're irate, they're agitated, they're angry, they're upset. I want to know why there's an angry finger as a name.
Alright. Item 1789, Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. 1789 is contained in Storage Chamber 34, located in Site 17. Storage Chamber 34 is to be equipped with audio and video monitoring devices. 1789 is to be suspended via harness above a collection trough at all times. Collected samples of -1 are to be disposed of within 3 hours as a biohazard, unless samples are required for testing purposes. Any personnel found to be engaged in unauthorized communication with 1789 are to be given a formal reprimand. Any personnel found to be attempting to carry out one of 1789's commands are to be terminated. Oh. All changes in -1's flow rate are to be monitored and recorded. 1789 is to be subject to regular scheduled interrogation. Mentions of the Cradle for the Kings are to be immediately forwarded to the overseeing level 4 researcher. Okay. 1789 is an enlarged humanoid finger, approximately 1 meter long and severed at the base. Oh,
Why are you acting surprised?
I don't know.
It's called the
You,
irate finger.
It is
And I'm
Saint.
going to guess, this is just a guess, it's probably not a friendly finger.
Probably. It is sapient and capable of telepathic communication. In interviews, 1789 has demonstrated megalomania and a general hostility towards Foundation personnel. It is capable through unknown means of movement but not locomotion, and convulses rapidly when agitated.
The last part is hilarious.
Dash 1 is a golden liquid of unidentified composition, hemorrhaged from 1789 at a variable rate. The current flow rate is approximately 1 liter every 13 days.
Uh,
Ugh.
Ugh. Chemical analysis of Dash 1 remains non-conclusive. Dash 1 is a powerful hallucinogen. It is not addictive and has no side effects. Upon consumption, users begin to experience hallucinations, which often include the empowerment of the user, approval from the user's peers, and success in all undertakings. When 1789 communicates, any demands it makes have anomalous compulsory properties. This compulsion is weak and can be resisted with extremely minor concentration. Common demands include the furnishing of ceremonial incense inside its containment chamber. Okay, I'm glad I was able to correct myself while reading, because at first my dyslexia almost made me say incest instead of incense. I corrected.
Incest chamber.
Aaron!
It's not my
Mm.
fault. It's my dyslexia. I corrected myself.
Well, it may be the dyslexia, but you're the one who said it out loud.
I mean,
Anyway,
do you expect anything less? This is like half of Aaron's brand.
yeah.
That's fair, but I keep most of my dyslexic mistakes to myself.
Not me. Anyways, hello, random person. The provision of a trough with measurements of 2 by 2 cubics, approximately 1 by 1 meters, filled with the blood of cattle. Oh.
Uh,
The provision of a ceremonial piece of gold jewelry to decorate its fingernail. The provision of ceremonial rings of varying composition, usually the spiral vertebrae or root cages of household animals to decorate it. To be bathed in a
and
mixture. Huh?
oh, what? Oh,
What is this? Do I continue or do I wait?
I don't know.
Because Jerry's
He's-
deafened.
Yeah. I even muted deafened.
So how's it going, random person? I wonder. Oh, wait, can I do it? Oh, I can't do it in different outfits.
What?
I wasn't sure if I can hold my Coco in different outfits, but I can.
Ah,
I'm now in gingerbread outfit, using holding Coco.
nice.
I love this model so much. Oh no, that's not good.
That's
I am back. Sorry.
You're fine.
what's up? Everything
It
alright?
was my mom, and I am
Oh.
so glad I was able to say that I am busy.
You
Uh,
can finally thank me for once.
You know what? I can. Thank you, Aaron.
Aaron, don't get used to it.
Fair enough. Anyways, to be bathed in a mixture of sea salt and Dash 1. Oh. to be transported to a non-specific location described as a cradle for the kings. 1789 expressed a desire to be reunited with what is described as a multitudes of flesh ascendant, where the scattered remains of the king shall once again establish their domain over the beasts of this earth. Oh. The initial hypothesis is that 1789 was referring to the Valley of the Kings in Egypt, was disproven when
Because they were idiots.
yeah,
Sorry,
was,
continue.
yeah, was disproven when a Confederate Foundation archaeological expedition to the region found no anomalous activity. However, due to the size of the target area and ambiguity of 1789's statements, it has been deemed impossible to determine the veracity of 1789's claims. Furthermore, the same archaeological team discovered data expunged, with outstretched finger data expunged, near the original dig site. All of 1789's statements regarding the cradle for the kings have been recorded in document 1789-19C, all 4 clearance required to access. Of particular note is that 1789's demands commonly necessitate the slaughter of various domesticated animals.
Okay.
I feel like it's a megalomaniac in a finger.
Yeah.
And it thinks it's a god, but it's a finger.
Yeah. While the compulsory properties of 1789's demands are ordinarily extremely weak, consuming -1 drastically increased the potency of the compulsions. After consuming a cumulative volume of approximately 6 liters of -1, the consumer's autonomy becomes irreparably compromised when subjected to 1789's demands. Alright, Addendum-A. 1789 was initially retrieved on Redacted 2012 from residents of Redacted in Redacted.
Mm. Thanks for thanks for the notable information.
Yeah. Local law enforcement has been investigating an abnormal increase in missing dog reports. Oh no. After tracing disappearances to Redacted, police presumably discovered 1789 and brought Redacted into their custody. The situation came into the Foundation's attention during a regular radio scan of North American law enforcement. All involved police personnel were given Class A amnestics. After interrogation, Redacted was given a Class A amnestic and subsequently entered the Foundation employment as a D-Class personnel. Oh no.
Wait, why? What? Why? Who
you were
made that call?
you were controlled by the finger. Now you're D-Class.
What the hell?
1789 was found in Redacted's basement. The -1 flow rate was measured to approximately 1 liter per 12 hours. The remains of several domesticated dogs were found scattered throughout the basement. Pictures and after-action reports can be found in document 1789 2B. I don't want to see
No,
that.
thank you.
Yeah, no thank you. The dog's bones has been first splintered with a butcher knife, then strung together with twine to form a crude ring, which was found decorating 1789. I did not need that information. 1789 was resting on a minimally decayed body of one of the slaughtered dogs. After 1789 was contained in Foundation custody, the flow rate of -1 dramatically decreased, and 1789 began to undergo superficial necrosis. The remains found in Redacted's basement have not displayed any anomalous properties. No Five Council has elected not to reintroduce the remains recovered from Redacted's basement or any previously constructed ornaments to 1789's environment.
I'm fine with 1789 slowly dying because it cannot murder any doggos or cats.
Fair enough.
How do you feel about that, Hatchet?
I feel like I'm shoving this scythe right up the ass of a blind cyclops.
Fair enough.
Alright, let's see the thumbnail.
I'm sure it won't be hard to make a thumbnail for this SCP. It's just a fucking giant finger.
Big finger that spasms.
When they're angry. Aaron, why is it laughing bad?
You'll see.
Please tell me it's just a 1 or a 2.
1, 2, 3.
What? That's not the right design.
Why are they shooting?
Isn't it like 1 meter big? That's bigger than 1 meter. Also, it doesn't have a stick stuck in it. And why does it have a caveman bone inside of it? It doesn't have that.
Oh my god.
Do they not understand what a finger looks like?
No.
They heard a meter and decided, oh yeah, it's going to be the size of a small dolphin. Shoot it with guns.
Oh my god.
Considering how much they changed the design, is this a 3?
I mean, they
I
kind of
think-
made the SCP more aggressive than it actually is. The thumbnail.
I think
Oh.
3 is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because at least it's still a finger, but they did fundamentally change the finger, and it's specifically for clickbait.
Ooh, must shoot at the levitating finger.
Alright. Shut the fuck up. Oh yeah. The author is Schubert.
Nice.
Also, side note, because I mentioned this to Aaron, but not you, Jerry. At some point, I will have to step away for a half hour or so.
That's fair.
The author is not mentioned.
But they do link to the SCP.
Yeah.
All right, it's the standard 1 on that category.
Alright, let me make sure. Is it still? Yep, it's 1.5. We ready?
Sure. That is a hell of a clock.
3, 2, 1.
The night shift had been going slow for Officer Daniels. The streets were practically empty, and the police radio had been quiet. Daniels decided to take one more lap around his patrol area before ending his shift. As he drove, his radio came on. He was being summoned to the other side of town, where someone had apparently tipped off a location of
Yeah.
Did it say he was looking for lost pets right now?
No, but in the SCP file, it didn't say that in the video, Aaron. I was just saying because in the SCP file, the only time the police were brought up was when they found the finger, and they were originally looking for lost pets.
I feel like it was less specifically looking for lost pets and more like in general trying to get to the bottom of why there's so many dogs disappearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But either way, it wouldn't be like high-speed driving.
But also it doesn't seem like this intro is using that conceit.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's in 3, 2, 1.
before ending his shift. As he drove, his radio came on. He was being summoned to the other side of town, where someone had apparently tipped off a location of unusual activity regarding a
Is
number of
he
missing
even in
dog
the
reports.
middle of town?
Daniels turned on his lights and siren and sped to the scene. Once he arrived to the specific location, Daniels passed by the police tape securing the perimeter and made his way inside the house. He turned on his flashlight and followed the other officers down into the basement. The horrid smell got worse as they climbed down. They reached the bottom and
They just have big circles of light on their
I-
uniforms.
Yes. Light nipples.
And
Did they
Jesus.
turn their badges into flashlights?
Also, the officer to the left, you might need to see a doctor. Or they're just really old.
Don't mind old Jim. He's he's been with the force since the summer of fucking 1913, that is.
They forgot to give his hair a unique color, so he has the outline of hair without color.
I just like to imagine that his skull is somewhat concave there.
I hope that's it. That's a weird comment to make. Let's keep watching.
illuminated the area with their flashlights. What Daniels saw almost made him and the other
Wait,
officers
why
get
are
sick.
the police bald?
We don't know.
Okay, keep going.
Piled on the ground were numerous dead, rotting dogs. Dried and fresh blood covered the floors and walls, and flies swarmed everywhere. Daniels spoke up. "Where's the owner of the house?" One of the officers replied, "We don't know. Person called in and said they heard a loud bang, looked out the window and saw someone take off like a bat out of hell in a red truck." Daniels surveyed the area, shaking his head in disbelief. Then he noticed something glimmer as it caught the beam of his light. He pushed through the smell of decaying flesh and slowly walked closer to the shining object. He kneeled down and shone his light on one of the dogs and the object resting on it. Daniels found a severed finger.
What the fuck, man?
What the fuck?
Okay, yeah, sure.
It didn't enter necrosis till after the Foundation got it.
1 meter is 3.2 feet. I feel like that's bigger.
Maybe.
Might be. Depends on how big the dog is.
Yeah, also,
Fair enough.
technically the finger at this point would still look like a normal skinned finger.
It would, but they don't feel like redrawing it when the color changes.
Yeah.
laying in a small pool of golden blood. The finger was wrapped in what looked like a ring made from smaller bones. Daniels jumped back in shock. The other officers walked over to see what he had found. They all circled around the animal and gazed at the finger. "Is that what I think it is? Is that gold blood?" Daniels looked at the officers. "I think this just became a Fed problem." 30 minutes later, a Foundation helicopter landed in the neighborhood street. A man in a black suit got out of the carrier and found Daniels, sitting outside of the house, clearly shaken about what he had just witnessed.
He's gonna
The
stick
Foundation
him.
agent
He's
walked
gonna
up to
stick him.
Daniels.
Yeah.
Come on, let's see him stick him. Come on. Stick the
You the one who
guy.
found the finger? Yeah, who are you? We believe you and the other officers here may have been contaminated. What? What do you mean contaminated? You mean from all the dead animals down there? I think we're fine. The Foundation agent pulled a syringe out from inside his suit coat pocket.
Yeah, stick him.
Officer Daniels, we're going to need you and the others to come with us. Welcome to SCP
I
Exposed.
just love
Today we
how
bring
they think the Foundation's randomly going to take needles out everywhere they go.
Yeah.
Hello, police officers sitting in a relatively public position. I need
Stab.
you. I need you to come with us. Stabs with syringe.
Yeah, there's actually one thing that they most likely would have done, these police officers. I read in an SCP story. Is that the agents have these small patches on their hands that when they go to shake a hand, tiny little needles prick the amnestic into the person they're shaking hands with.
That would make more sense.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. Instead
However,
of a fucking giant needle.
However, have you considered the memeability of them pulling out the green juice and injecting it into them with a syringe?
Three, two.
Euclid class subject number 1789, also known as the irate finger. But before we begin, be sure to leave a like and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future SCP cases. SCP-1789 is an enlarged humanoid finger, approximately 1 meter long and severed at the base. It is sapient and capable of telepathic communication. In a number of interviews, SCP-1789 has demonstrated megalomania and a general hostility towards all Foundation personnel. It is capable of movement, but not locomotion, and convulses rapidly when agitated. When 1789 communicates,
1
any
meter
demands
is
it makes
not
have
an
anomalous
entire
compulsory.
adult tall. Not unless they're someone of a shorter stature. And that looked like a normal sized Foundation person that the finger was just standing next to.
Yeah.
They were probably sitting down,
Yeah.
but
I couldn't quite hear you.
they were probably sitting down. It was an interview.
That would make sense.
Yeah. His face.
properties,
Well, so
albeit
far
as
this
compulsion is weak
video
and can be
has
resisted with
black
very little
people, just
concentration.
no women.
Some of the requests 1789 has made include the furnishing of ceremonial incense inside of its containment chamber, the provision of a small trough filled with the blood of cattle, the provision of a ceremonial piece of gold jewelry to decorate its fingernail, the provision of ceremonial
the
rings of
fingernail.
varying
That is
composition,
not-
usually the spinal.
Dude, it's so easy to get this right.
It's like it wants gold jewelry to decorate its nail. They add a ring around the finger itself.
It's like, again, I'm tired of these fucking videos gaslighting, where the fucking guy narrating is saying one thing and the animation is doing something completely different.
Yeah.
I can't blame you. It's kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm. Three, two.
Vertebrae or rib cages of household animals to decorate it. To be bathed in a mixture of sea salt and an unidentified golden liquid that hemorrhages from 1789, referred to as 1789-1. To be transported to a non-specific location, described as a cradle for the kings. SCP-1789 expressed the desire to be reunited with what it described as, quote, the multitudes of flesh ascendant, where the scattered remains of the king shall once again establish their domain over the beasts of this earth. The initial hypothesis that SCP-1789 was referring to the Valley of the Kings in Egypt was disproven when a Foundation archaeological expedition to the
They replace hieroglyphics with fucking. What?
This is racism. This is at least one point on racism.
Wingdings. That's what it's called. Yeah, wingdings. Replace the Egyptian hieroglyphics with wingdings.
Also, they did not put those on walls.
What?
Huh?
Well, look, those look like weird. They don't look like normal things to hold fire or anything. They just look like weird wooden, like, I don't know, waffle things with fire in it that they randomly added to the wall.
It's fire
I guess
flavored
that's
ice
the
cream.
thing, like,
Oh, sorry.
I guess that's the thing. Like, on one hand, I can kind of understand not wanting to fucking.
Well, I typically dismiss like the inaccuracy of the torches,
Yeah,
but
I,
I can't do it when there's wingding.
hold on. And then I had to say the thing.
I can understand the the not wanting to literally draw on hieroglyphics, and like I'm not. Uh, uh, it's all right. You can just continue.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
region found no anomalous activity. However, due to the size of the target area and the ambiguity of SCP-1789's statements, it has been deemed impossible to determine the veracity of SCP-1789's claims. While the compulsory properties of SCP-1789's demands are usually weak, consuming the golden liquid that comes from 1789 drastically increases the potency of the compulsions. After consuming a cumulative volume of approximately 6 liters of 1789-1, the consumer's autonomy becomes irreparably compromised when subjected to 1789's demands.
What the fuck?
SCP-1789 was first retrieved in 2012
Why
from the
is this
undisclosed
man's
residence.
cranium
Local law
square?
enforcement had been investigating an abnormal increase in reports of missing dogs. After tracing the disappearances, police presumably discovered SCP-1789 and brought it into their custody. News of the incident came to the Foundation's attention during a routine radio scan of North American law enforcement. Everyone involved in the police call were given Class A amnestics. After interrogation, an unnamed law enforcement officer was given a Class A amnestics and subsequently entered Foundation employment as a D-Class.
It was not an officer. It was the person who had the finger. Come on.
So that means we've just added 1 point for modifying the story. I forgot what area that is of the thing, but you know what? Yeah,
Deviation.
they have started to rewrite the story in general. Let's keep going.
Personnel. SCP-1789 was found in an unnamed person's basement. The remains of several dogs were found throughout the basement. Forensics reveals the dog's bones had been first splintered with a sharp object, such as a butcher knife, and then strung together with twine to form a crude ring, which was found decorating SCP-1789. SCP-1789 was resting on the still decaying body of one of the slaughtered dogs. After SCP-1789 was contained in Foundation custody, it began to undergo superficial necrosis. The remains found in the unnamed person's basement have not displayed any anomalous properties. The O5 Council has elected not to reintroduce the remains recovered from
It's hanging. It is not tied down. Also, how would that even work? You'd probably just wiggle out.
May I comment that putting a finger in containment isn't the same as putting it behind bars? They put their SCPs in a confined room that is like a sealed box with, I guess, a door.
Yeah.
With a barred room, they don't need to put it down on a table. It can wiggle wherever it wants in the room. It's not getting out.
from the basement, or any previously constructed ornaments to SCP-1789's environment. SCP-1789 is contained in Storage Chamber 34, located within Site-17. Storage Chamber 34 is to be equipped with high-quality audio and video monitoring devices. SCP-1789 is to be suspended above a collection trough at all times. Collected samples of
They at least pretend to
SCP-1789-1
make it look like it's coming out of the SCP. It looks less like it's coming out of the SCP and more like someone's dumping paint behind the SCP.
They're not talented artists, dearie.
You don't need to be talented to make it look like a finger is peeing.
Anyway.
are to be disposed of within 3 hours as a biohazard, unless samples are required for research and testing purposes. Any personnel found to be engaging in unauthorized communication with SCP-1789 are to be given a formal written and spoken reprimand. Any personnel found to be attempting to carry out one of 1789's commands are to be terminated immediately. All changes in 1789's flow rate of 1789-1 are to be monitored and recorded. 1789 is to be subject to regularly scheduled interrogation. Mentions of the Cradle for the Kings are to be immediately forwarded to the overseeing Level 4 researcher. To this day, SCP-1789 is located in Site-17. There have been no anomalous incidents involving it since its time in the Foundation.
So, there's one thing I've noticed. They didn't talk about it being a powerful hallucinogen with no addictive or side effects, but they did talk about drinking a large amount will kill you.
Yeah.
That doesn't kill you.
Oh. Your consumer's autonomy becomes irreparably compromised when subjected to 1789's. Oh, right, yeah, it doesn't kill you. Only when you listen to the commands after drinking that much. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's bad if you drink a lot, but like the video said and like the file said, it doesn't kill you. It means you're compromised. You're the finger's bitch now.
Yeah.
Can we not refer to that situation like that?
Fair enough.
Yeah. So they removed the fact that Dash 1 is a powerful hallucinogen. Just thought I wouldn't make that clear.
Mhm.
That was the only thing I noticed was a big thing missing. Alright. So removal of character / license. I think they only just removed the author.
Yeah.
But they did kind of like cut out the part where the owner of the house that was serving the finger was turned into a D class.
Again, that would be deviates from
Yeah, that would be
one of the
deviates.
article.
Well, it is deviating, but they basically changed that, but in the process they basically removed the character of the owner of the house.
Not exactly, because then right after it, they kid you not, they said random person. They literally got rid of the fact that cop in mere seconds was the D class.
No.
Yes,
Okay, then
so
I
there's
guess that's a
contradiction.
0.
Yeah, so yeah, well, 1 for author. So yeah.
Okay.
Alter says added gore or violence. Surprisingly, no.
They didn't alter any of the or add any violence, so I guess that's a 0.
Yeah.
I don't, Rando, I don't think we were talking about you. We were just saying the statement random person.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's surprising they didn't go gory with it. Deviates from the plot of the article. They did have a slight deviation.
They removed the hallucinogenic effect, which is an important part of the thing. They also removed the whole, like, what happened to the owner of the house,
Yeah.
or that they were a follower of the finger.
Uh, honestly, I think I'd still like them at a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking 1 too, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only men in the video / offensiveness.
they
Were there
had
any
black
women?
men, but I didn't see any women.
So 1?
Oh, you saw a woman?
Or
No. I think
no, I
Kat just
said
said
so
so.
1.
Yeah, so 1.
Oh, yeah.
Or are we actually going to count it as racist that they just didn't want to do hieroglyphics?
Mm,
I forgot about the hieroglyphic thing. I wouldn't count it as racist if they had just put nothing on the walls, but the wingdings definitely felt. But I feel like even with that added, it's still a 1 because it's very minor, and the
yeah.
no women
Yeah.
feels very minor. It's not enough added to it to make it a 2,
Yeah.
but it was still racist.
Mm.
I think it's better than the last 2 SCPs.
It is. 70%.
Oh, I thought it was gonna go in the opposite direction. Okay, I was wrong.
Alright, let me get the nickname for the next SCP because I don't have it on me at the
I
moment.
have to go to the bathroom. I will be right back.
Well, then that's
Boy.
perfect. Oh! Hatchet. You know what
Hmm?
SCP containment breach is, right?
No. I know nothing about the single most well-renowned SCP game.
Well, SCP-9341. Oh, well, 9341 was the D class number for that character in the game. SCP
Okay.
9341-A is the D class from Containment Breach.
Okay.
I just thought that was kind of cool. Like, when that number got released, they actually did a Containment Breach reference.
Huh.
It's actually kind of cool. I'm not sure if anyone heard dogs barking, but someone came home.
I didn't.
Ah. Oh my gosh, you're gonna like the next one, Hatchet.
Why is that?
Its nickname is Reality Bending Cat.
Okay.
Might as well go into mission while we're waiting right now. I just saw a funny nickname, Hatchet.
Okay.
SCP-807, Heart Attack on a Plate.
Okay.
And then there's also SCP-790, Blood? Question mark?
Blood?
So apparently, for some reason, Bus has started licking my my mug root beer cans.
Good for him. Actually, wait, not good for him? That sounds like it could be hazardous.
Yeah, but he stopped the second I started to look at him. Like he knew he got caught doing something he shouldn't.
Oh no. The human has discovered that I lick random bullshit. Now all of China knows I'm a dumbass.
Yeah, God. SCP-862, Rats.
Oh, okay. I mean, I like rats. Rats are kind of cool.
Okay, I see two. I see two. 879, Colonial Cetacean.
What?
879, Colonial Cetacean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then 893, Asexual.
Okay.
Apparently, asexuality is an SCP. hear Jerry.
Yes, that was me.
Are you ready to continue?
Yes.
Alright. The next SCP of the night, the reality bending cat.
Oh,
I have not read this one before. Item SCP-795, Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. 795 is contained in a 75 meter by 5 meter area divided and secured with clear plexiglass walls containing lock doors as follows. A. One wall/door at 5 meters from the far end of the room. 795 lives in the 5 meter by 5 meter space thus created. B. One wall/door at 35 meters. This defines the outer limit of the area that 795 can affect while contained in Area A. C. One wall/door at 65 meters. Area C may be used safely for observation, while 795 is contained in Area A, but must be cleared if an interaction is taking place in Area B. D. A standard containment door at 75 meters. This creates a 10 by 5 meter area where 795 can be safely observed while released into Area B. 2 level 1 guards are to be posted in Area C. They should move to Area D if 795 is in Area B for an experiment. Due to injury potential, non-D class personnel are not permitted to interact directly with 795. An automated food and water dispenser and litter changer have been installed in Area A to limit unnecessary contact with 795. If necessary, 795 may be tranquilized from a distance and then safely handled. Additional cats exposed to 795 must be contained in an identical manner for a period of 3 hours. Alright, SCP-795 is a large 8.2 kilogram black long-haired domestic cat, Felis cactus, for indeterminate breed, exhibiting 2 major anomalous abilities. 795 can change physical form of any living creature it is able to observe within a range of 30 meters. 795 can make telepathic suggestions to humans with the above range of effect. 795 can transfer its abilities to other cats within its range of effect, but this effect on the other cat is temporary and dissipates within 3 hours of separation from 795. 795 does not otherwise exhibit any unusual physical or mental abilities. Typically, it will transform anything it considers friendly into another cat in order to play with it. Anything considered unfriendly or dangerous is transformed into a prey animal and then killed and eaten. Oh.
Okay.
Oh god, I saw further ahead. Why? Use of 795 to determine recalcitrant D-class personnel approved? 054? Oh, it goes to 05 Command Dossier. Oh.
the ambassador approved whatever is going to happen.
Yeah. Telepathic suggestions have considered desires typical of cats, more/better food, softer bedding, toys, and to be let out of its enclosure. Staff may purchase appropriate items for 795 at their own expense. Dr. Redacted. 795's transformations revert after a period of 1 hour after removal from 795's presence. 795 has proven unable to transform itself, inanimate objects, or objects that it cannot see. 795 was originally contained on Redacted 20 Redacted at the Redacted Animal Control Center in Redacted.
Redacted.
Yeah. According to records found there, 795 is named Junior, was approximately 2 years old upon containment, and has been surrendered by a relative of the deceased prior owner. Note from Dr. Redacted, we have no idea how she got Junior into the cat carrier and down to Redacted. A number of unusual conditions were found at the Animal Control Center. A. All dogs had to be euthanized. B.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I saw earlier. I was like, what the fuck?
Mm. That's right, Spood.
P. Cats were roaming the facility freely. C. The center was redacted over budget for cat care and supplies. D. 3. Center staff were missing and presumed victims of 795.
Oh.
The cats were contained by use of tranquilizing gas. Initially, all of the cats in the center exhibited the abilities of 795, but lost their anomalous powers within 3 hours of being contained and separated. And this was written by Eric_H.
That cat is very dangerous.
Yeah. So let's see the thumbnail.
I found a kangaroo and a secretary bird
What?
and a giraffe.
What am I looking at?
Well, send it so we can see what you're looking at.
3, 2, 1.
That's cute, but inaccurate. I don't want to give it a bad rating, but I have to give it a bad rating because that's inaccurate.
So what are we thinking?
We, I say 1.
Yeah, 1. I can't rate that cat badly more than 1.
Yeah, I agree. Alright. Shut the fuck up. Alright, did they include the author? No.
Almost. An iguana.
I've been looking at pictures of flying squirrels, Japanese flying squirrels.
Nice.
Nice.
They're the
Anyway,
most adorable cotton ball like squirrels ever.
yeah. Anyway, so we're ready to see this video?
Yeah.
Pity is too strong a word.
3, 2, 1.
It was the middle of the night, but Jack couldn't sleep. The moon shined through his window curtains like a flashlight. He tossed and turned, until finally he gave up trying to get any rest and got out of bed. He went into the kitchen to get something to drink when he heard a meow from his back porch. He moved the blind so he could see out the glass doors.
What?
Sitting on the fence right in front of him was a black cat. Jack stared at it, and then the cat looked back at Jack. They met eyes. It was pretty big,
Okay.
and by the looks of it, he was hungry. Jack felt compelled to feed this cat. He went back into his kitchen and rummaged through his pantry, trying to find anything cat safe. He came back with a can of tuna and sat it down on the porch. The cat jumped down and started eating immediately. After it was finished, the cat looked back
Why
up
is
at
it
Jack
missing
and
part of
meowed.
its ear?
I don't know. That's not part of its design.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's a relatively common thing for strays,
Yeah, but it
depending on
wasn't
where they
ever
are, but
actually a stray.
I mean, I know.
Yeah. This is odd. It's 3, 2.
I was a bit more confuzzled by the fucking way that the cat walked. It was unsettling.
I'll watch it again.
I just assume they get all anatomy wrong at this point.
Yeah.
Back with a can of tuna and sat it down on the porch. The cat jumped down and started eating immediately. After it was finished, the cat looked back up at Jack and meowed. You
Bright,
probably need a place to sleep.
I didn't realize it moved like its legs were broken. Can you click Bad Anatomy?
If I can find it. I know it's here, but I am bad at finding shit. Oh, there it is.
The first step is to not suck.
Shut up. 3, 2, 1.
Right? Jack said to the cat. The cat brushed against his leg and purred. He smiled and walked inside, and the cat followed. The next morning, Jack woke up feeling like he could sleep another 12 hours. He yawned and stretched, then started to lick his paw so he could brush his tail. He stopped. Wait, something about this isn't...
Oh my, I hate this! I hate this! I hate this so much! Why does he still have human hair?
I don't know.
I don't know. What never said they keep their human hair in their catified state. Ugh. The fuck?
Oh, yeah,
This is
I'm so
special.
I'm so happy to be here, friends.
Friend. Why'd I laugh?
Because it was meant to be funny. Sometimes you have to laugh so that the pain isn't worse.
Yeah.
You know what? I was looking at these Japanese flying squirrels.
Yeah. It's ready to continue.
One moment, I need to react to flying squirrel.
Aww.
Bruh. What the hell is this?
They're so chubby.
That's just their shape. They are real squirrels. Really in Japan. Here's a less precious picture of a Japanese flying squirrel.
They look like they're an existential terror.
I mean, if you think about how many predator squirrels have, that makes sense.
True.
Well, I'm sure this one has predators. It's just living in a very snowy area, so it has thick fur in a small little shape that makes it easy to go into small places.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it flies. Well, glides, but, flying squirrel.
Ready, continue.
Go back in time and start systematically shooting anyone who misnames an animal by the slightest technicalities. Ah, yes, this fish here I shall call the smallmouth bass. Gets shot in the back. Oh, would you look at that strange creature there? I shall call it a jellyfish. Gets shot.
Did you know that penguins are technically not actually penguins? They're false penguins. The real penguins were wiped out into extinction.
Well, that's just sad. Although if we have nothing but false penguins anymore, I guess they are the real penguins now.
So let's continue in 3.
Do you think penguins would be making something like this face if they heard that?
Perhaps.
Anyways, let's continue.
Yeah, that's my cue to step away for a half hour or so. I'll be back.
Alright,
Oh,
Continue without me.
alright. What? Just say it's me and you, Jerry.
Yep.
Be starting in 3, 2, 1.
Right, Jack thought. He held up his hands, but all he could see were Cat's paws. He looked behind him and saw a long, winding tail. He ran over to the mirror and looked at his reflection.
Oh my god.
He was a cat. This has
Oh,
got to be a dream, he kept saying to
I don't
himself,
like this.
hoping he would soon wake up. Then, suddenly, something huge leaped at him from above. Jack jumped in the air and landed on all fours. There, he saw the cat from the night before. It just stared in Jack's eyes for a second, then started purring and batting at his face. Jack ran away through the house, and the black cat chased him. Even though Jack typically avoided situations that involved being chased, he had to admit, he was starting to have fun. He and the
Oh my
cat
God.
ran all through the house, chasing each other, play fighting, knocking things off of shelves. They squeezed through the opening in the door and went outside to climb trees and explore. Jack had never felt so carefree or enjoyed life like this before.
Oh my
After the cats
god.
played, they found a spot on the ground that was lit by the sun and slept in the warmth. By the end of the day, Jack had completely gotten used to living life as a cat. He almost didn't want it to end. It was starting to get dark out, so Jack decided it was probably best to head home. He walked and the black cat followed. The next morning, Jack woke up. He looked at his hands and was a little sad to see they were back to normal, human hands. He got out of bed, and when he entered the kitchen, he found two men wearing black suits standing in his apartment. One of them was eating his chips.
What the fuck?
Who are you and why are you in
It's
my
a
kitchen?
house.
Jack asked. We need you to come with us, said one of the mysterious men. Jack started to get nervous. Did he do something he didn't remember? What is this about? We believe you may have been in contact with a particular cat over the last 24 hours. A cat? A cat. Black, long hair. Sound familiar? Jack wasn't sure how to respond. He didn't want anything to happen to the cat. Sorry, I haven't seen a cat. The man in the black suit turned his head to the glass door. Jack looked too, and saw the empty tuna can lying on the back porch. He turned back to the man, trying to think of an excuse. The man in the suit reached into his inner breast pocket and pulled out a syringe. Jack's eyes grew wide. We're gonna need you to come with us now, said the man in the
Oh
suit.
my god.
Welcome to SCP Exposed. Today we
Oh
bring...
yeah, random person makes a good point. Imagine the Foundation eats your chips before injecting you. Also, that's half the video gone, and that was just the intro.
May I comment that an empty tuna can literally proves nothing? He didn't have a cat, but he had a can of tuna because people eat tuna outside of cats eating tuna. As in, humans eat tuna as well, not just cats eating tuna.
Yeah. Anyways. Sorry, I get 3, 2, 1.
bring you Euclid class subject number 795, also known as the reality bending cat. But before we begin, be sure to leave a like and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future SCP cases. SCP-795 is a large, black, long-haired domestic cat of intermediate breed, weighing 8.2 kilograms, or 18 pounds. 795 has been noted exhibiting two major anomalous abilities.
What?
It can change the physical form of any living creature it is able to observe. Usually, it will transform anything it considers friendly into another cat, which it will then play with. However, anything considered unfriendly or dangerous by the SCP is transformed into a small prey animal and then killed and eaten. Its second anomalous property is the ability to communicate telepathically with human beings, usually in the form of suggestions. These suggestions usually consist of desires typical of standard
You
cats,
will
such as
feed
more
me
or
your
better food,
expensive cat
softer bedding, toys, and to be let out of its enclosure. Both of these abilities can be triggered up to 30 meters. It can also transfer its abilities to other cats within this range of effect. But the effect on the affected cat is temporary and dissipates within 3 hours of separation from 795. Other than the reported anomalous activity, the test subject doesn't appear to exhibit any other unusual physical or mental abilities. SCP-795 was first discovered on a redacted date at an undisclosed animal control center, location redacted. Upon arrival at the location, Foundation personnel reported a number of unusual conditions at the center. All of the dogs had been euthanized, and cats were roaming through the building freely. The center's financial records showed an exorbitant amount of money budgeted toward
cat food, cat trees, steak, chicken, shrimp cooked and uncooked, laser pointer toy, bouncy ball, scratching post, catnip, a human shoe to pee in. More cats, more catnip. A human shoe to pee in. Oh my
You know what cats would actually like instead of that? Litter box. Litter. Cat litter in cat litter box. They do like using those. Cats like a clean place to poop in and pee in and to bury their poop in. A human shoe would only last so long.
Right to that one. My orange poop has a cleaner butt, but no, my shoes are pink. It's a person. Hold on, I'm gonna send that list to Hatch and their friend.
Aaron, their friend has no context.
Exactly. Anyways, we're starting it again in 3, 2, 1.
cat care and supplies, and 3 of the center staff members were reported missing, though they are presumed dead and victims of 795. Foundation personnel contained all cats in the building by use of tranquilizing gas. Initially, all of the cats in the center exhibited the abilities of SCP-795, but lost their anomalous properties within 3 hours.
Hey, someone who's not white. So we had women and non-white people. Yay!
Huzzah.
Of being contained and separated. According to records found at the center, SCP-795's given name is Junior, and it was approximately 2 years of age upon containment. Additional notes reveal that it had been surrendered by a relative of a deceased prior owner.
Yeah, talk about that while you're just showing its containment procedure. Talk about its prior owner while showing its containment procedure. I'm sorry.
Let's keep going.
It bothers me slightly.
It's okay.
It's in 3, 2, 1.
Special Containment Procedures Order 795 is to be contained in a 75 meter by 5 meter area, divided and secured with clear plexiglass walls and locked doors. 2 level 1 guards are to be posted in the area. If 795 is transported to another site for research, the guards are to relocate as well. Due to potential injury, any non-D-class personnel are not permitted to interact directly with the test subject. An automated food and water dispenser and litter changer have been installed to limit unnecessary contact with 795. If requested, SCP-795 may be tranquilized from a distance for safe handling. Additional cats exposed to SCP-795 must be contained in an identical manner for a period of 3 hours. To this day, 795 is located within the Foundation. While there have been no new reported incidents as of yet, the Foundation's budget on cat food and supplies has risen exponentially. What did you think of that SCP case? As always, let us know in the comments and tell us which SCP you'd like to see.
Yeah, that wasn't any article. So, rule of character / license, 1 because of the author.
Yeah.
Altered / added core violence 0.
Yeah, 0.
I don't think this is gonna get a high rating. I mean, I believe it's gonna get a high percentage, but not like high rating on the board. Deviates from the plot of the article.
0?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it was odd they included that first half of the video, but they did include the entire article. It was just weird. It's gonna get a 90. Because there was women.
I
and it
guess
wasn't
we should
offensive.
put 1 for deviates from the plot of the article because the first half of the video was literally nothing to do with SCP in any way.
That's fair.
Also, they did briefly in that entire first half of the entire video try to say it started as a stray. Not only said after the first half that it wasn't a stray.
Yeah, and only men in videos such offensiveness.
How many women did you see?
I mean, there was women in there. It was one of the
There was?
when they were shown its powers during the second half, it was with a woman.
Oh, then I guess it's a 0.
Yeah.
I hate it.
So yeah, it's 85%.
Wait, I thought it got a lower rating when it had lower numbers.
No.
Oh yeah, higher rating is better.
Yeah.
My brain. I'm sorry.
So
So that is a very good SCP, kind of.
I don't think we're gonna get to the last one of the night. Maybe. I don't know. We're going through these pretty good. But let me get the nickname. This is also one I've never read before. Ah, this nickname is Character Assassin in parentheses or the Serial Killer. That is its nickname. And before anyone asks, I did double check these. Beforehand, there was no differences back then than there were before.
Then let us begin.
Yep. Oh, it's a Keter.
Mm.
We have like 6 left. Is that actually true? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11. We have 11 left. Oh, I have to pull up a bunch of other SCPs because they're mentioned. Make sure it's just last of it. Yep. We'll only read the quick description of them, though.
Okay.
Alright. Item SCP-3167, Object Class, Keter. Special Containment Procedures. Containment of 3167 is to primarily focus on the seizure of volumes and has entered and affected. Oh. In addition to containment of affected volumes, individuals affected by 3167 are to undergo amnestic therapy for a period of time until 3167's perception warping effects are no longer present. 3167 is currently a large Petaphysics Task Force Alpha 4 Red Retcon Rangers are assigned to tracking 3167 through narrative space with the goal of eventual containment or apprehension. 3167's recent pattern of behavior indicates a special interest in fantasy genre as such. Foundation web crawlers have been assigned to monitor discussions of contemporary fantasy and horror series for discussions of narrative deviations. Additionally, prevention of any interaction between 423, 583, and 3143 is to remain high priority. Alright, 423. 423 is no physical form, appears to exist entirely within textual narratives. It was discovered in a used bookstore, Redacted Texas, on Redacted 19 Redacted, and a copy of Tom Sawyer. The book was purchased by Agent Redacted, who located it during a routine search. Agent Redacted bought the book back in Sector 28 as instructed. The book seemed perfectly normal, except for an inclusion of a character named Fred, who was not known to exist in any other version of the story. However, it was not until left by a copy of Moby Dick that the anomalous nature of 423 became clear. Oh. 423 is able to enter textual narratives, inserting itself as a minor character. The details of the character vary from story to story, but it's always named Fred, or something similar, and its role in the story is usually minor. Okay, so it's basically just a person wants to go from story to story.
Huh.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Alright. 583 is a Sony Color Collection 60 to 90 minutes mini DV videotape. It's composed primarily of transparent green plastic. Details on the components of the tape itself as described by test subjects. At 0, nothing on the tape for first 12 seconds. At 12 seconds, playback of a recording of Sesame Street Live begins, although with no sound. A date stamp of redacted is visible. At 2:58, redacted starts choking and tries to get out of his costume. 3:12, redacted dies from apparent asphyxiation. During the next 19 seconds, 3 other characters, redacted, and redacted, start choking and die in the same way. At 3:31, recording stops. The rest of the tape is blank. Subjects who watch 583's recording suffer from a unique perception disorder. After seeing redacted die of asphyxiation, subjects witness the similar death of every character, fictional or not, that they see on TV or in a movie, hear on radio, or read about, whether printed or in logical format. This condition appears to be permanent, ending only with the death of the subject. Jesus!
That's not fun.
Oh, participation of 3143. Alright, 3143 is intrafictional construct. When active, this construct exhibits the ability to temporarily flatten portions of reality into a script-like narrative. This narrative is derivative of the genre established by North American writers of hard-boiled and noir fiction. Notable examples include Dashiell's Hammett's Red Harvest, 1929, and Robert Chandler's Long Goodbye, 1953. I have not read any of those books. During this period, 3143 takes the role of a main character, hired to solve a case. All entities flattened by its effect become characters within the narrative surrounding it, exhibiting personalities and attributes typical to the genre's style. The narrative will continue until 3143's actions lead to a resolution consistent with the genre. At this point, the narrative will conclude with reality will revert. Events will occur within the narrative and be projected into reality. However, entities involved in these events will typically have no recollection of what occurred. 3143 was first started in 2005 in the aftermath of a containment breach in Site 95 in 2012. The Foundation's Physics Department worked alongside the Department of Analytics to make contact with and apprehend 3143. 3143-A is Murphy Lawden, 3143's author. Oh wait, Murphy Lawden. Oh, this guy. He's like insanely powerful. Oh,
Oh, what?
what random person said? I don't know anything about Murphy Lawden. But yeah, so now we got a general description of SCPs they don't want connecting, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Are you gonna? Oh,
Huh?
keep going. Sorry.
Yeah. 3167 refers to a panphysical entity which manifests in narratives which share a single common universe or protagonist, such as a novel series, canons, or short stories, or larger mythos works. The Alex Ross series by James Patterson, the Sherlock Holmes canon by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and the collected works of J.R.R. Tolkien, respectively.
Oh no.
3167 appears to act independently of the intentions of other characters within a narrative, apparently seeking out a single character with the sole purpose of murdering them. 0 to 100 fast.
Oh.
The appearance of 3167 varies from narrative to narrative, when its manifestation is announced by a variation of the phrase. The usual tall figure with a horrible white grin raised its weapon ready for the kill appearing. Weapon specifically is the most variable factor, but is consistent with the setting of the narrative, i.e., thaumaturgical items are exclusively used in fantasy stories, while lasers are rare outside of science fiction narratives. In the space of a paragraph, the targeted character is assaulted by 3167 and murdered in a graphic but narratively logical fashion. Upon the death of the character, 3167 exits the narrative, an event announced by a variation of the phrase, "The deed was done," the figure had collected their latest kill and turned a new page in their life. Individuals who perceive narratives in which 3167 manifest are affected by a persistent perceptual anomaly in which they believe that the character murdered by 3167 is completely absent from works which occur at a later point chronologically. I.e., a character that dies may appear in a prequel work, but will not appear in sequential works, while individuals affected by 3167 can still perceive installments of the work which take place after the death of the character 3167 has killed. They will insist that it is wildly different from a canonical narrative. However, individuals are unable to read passages verbatim from apparently altered works. This anomaly can be counteracted with amnestic treatment within the first 24 hours of exposure. Okay, so it actually doesn't kill the person who's affected, so that's good at least. It's probably just a keter because they can't catch it. 3167.
Well, it's still a pretty not so nice SCP.
Yeah. 3167 is only capable of affecting a single instance of the narrative it enters, i.e., it can only affect one copy of a book, but the anomaly is persistent. Currently, over 5,000 individual volumes have been affected by 3167, mostly English language works. Catalog of affected narratives. Name of work: The Judas Strain. Series: Sigma Force Book 4. Genre: Techno Thriller. Victim: Monk. Callus. The manifestation: 3167 appears in the epilogue in which Monk believes to be dead by other members of Sigma Force following the events of the novel broadcast in SOS. SOS is interrupted by Monk describing a figure unusually tall with a big white grin and a vial of Judas Strain. A titular contagion of the novel capable of destroying the brain at an alarming rate. Oh. Ready for the kill. Sigma operatives only hear Monk's death. It is unclear if 3167 exited the narrative following this. Thanks, Monk does not reappear in any subsequent Sigma Force novels, which has startling effects on the status quo of the Sigma Force universe. Several other members die in the next two novels, and by the end of the Bloodline, Sigma Force is permanently disbanded by President James Gant. Sigma Force novels after this point are post-apocalyptic in genre, according to affected readers, depicting the schemes of the antagonist routinely succeeding without the intervention of the titular team. So look what he did. Okay, random person looked up what Murphy Lawton did. Okay, so I looked up what he did, and one time he forced several SCPs, including 3,000, to be a part of his story. He casually forced them to become part of the story he controlled. So he controlled the giant serpent. That is concerning. Anyways, name of work: The Fellowship of the Ring. Series: The Lord of the Rings. Genre: high fantasy. Victim: Gandalf the Grey. Oh my my god, I wish Hatchet were here.
Oh my gosh.
The manifestation. At the bridge of Khazad-dûm, 3167 replaces Balrog, manifesting as an unusually tall figure with a white flame-wreathed grin, with a flaming whip in place of its weapon. Gandalf attempts to hold off 3167 in a manner identical to the manner in which it defeated Balrog in the Fellowship of the Ring, but is sliced in half by the whip. Gandalf's final words are whispered to Samwise. He has the eyes of Luthien. I don't understand that.
Let me look up to see if that name has any relevance.
Yeah, I honestly don't. Oh, God, this rabbit hole is dense. Oh, you're going down the rabbit hole of Murphy Law, then. Oh no. Going
Oh,
down.
Luthien is a Lord of the Rings character.
Ah. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, damn. Anyways, effects of. But yeah, that is interesting around person. Yeah, effects Boromir does not die at the end of the Fellowship and instead reappears alongside his brother Faramir in the Two Towers, along with Frodo and Samwise. The Battle of Helm's Deep is lost, and Saruman maintains his power over Theoden. Merry and Pippin die during the assault of Isengard, with the latter sacrificing himself to kill Saruman. Frodo himself dies at the encounter of Shelob, leaving Samwise to take the ring to Mount Doom. The quest ultimately succeeds, but by the end of the Return of the King, Samwise, Aragorn, and Legolas are the only living members of the Fellowship. Samwise is invited to go into the Grey Heavens, but declines. Oh. Oh well, we don't care about this book being ruined. Anyways, name of work: Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
okay.
Series: Harry Potter. Genre: fantasy / mystery. Victim: Ron Weasley. Of all characters. Manifestation: 3167 suddenly manifests in the middle of the Goblet of Fire ceremony and proceeds to kill Ron with the Avada Kedavra. The killing occurs before parting away. Ron's death is not immediate. He manages to drag his way to Harry and whispers, "He said he had your birthday," before dying.
What?
Effects starts the novel is spent in a state of chaos with the Twizzlizard tournament being called off, the shell-shocked Weasley family and Harry mourning. Ron, Barty Crouch eventually kidnaps Harry in order to revive Lord Voldemort. In the process, Harry himself is killed, but finds he cannot die due to having a piece of Voldemort's soul exists within him, and vice versa. Voldemort and Harry resolve to kill one another without dying themselves. The final three novels in Harry Potter series are described as confused stream of consciousness messes by most readers affected by 3167. I don't think we care.
Yeah.
Alright, name of work: Northern Lights, known as the Golden Compass in the United States.
Oh no.
I don't know what this is. Series has dark materials, genre young adult fantasy, victim unnamed gobbler. Is this a book I should read at some point?
It might be a series you might want to read.
Okay, I'll look into it. Manifestation 3167 manifests during a sequence in which protagonist Lyra Balaqua is undergoing an intercision in which her daemon, physical manifestation of individual soul within his dark materials universe. Pantalaimon will be separated from her and kills the gobbler who is holding the Pantalaimon using his own daemon, which takes the form of a large boa constrictor. In autonomous versions of Northern Lights, the sequence is notably written in a manner which heavily suggests that handling one's daemon without their consent is tantamount to. Okay, I'm not sure I should say that.
The bad touch.
Yeah. Whoa.
Well, yeah. When you think about it, it makes sense in the series.
Okay then.
Well, think about it. It's someone's soul in a form. What do you think handling someone else's soul without permission is like? Bad touch?
Oh my gosh, random person is still going on with Murphy and Lawden. Apparently, the stuff he's been doing goes outside the wiki.
Oh.
Wait, do I hear?
Oh,
Oh,
Hi.
Hatchet!
so
Oh, I just noticed something. Yeah. Okay, so basically, this SCP affects narrative works by killing a certain character and making
oh,
stories fall out of line. Anyways, I think it would be better if I just explain what it did to the Fellowship of the Ring.
okay.
The victim was Gandalf the Grey. At the bridge of Khazad-dûm, 3167 replaces Balrog
Oh,
made a... Huh?
oh,
Did I miss that?
Khazad Doom.
Khazad-dûm. Got it. 3167 replaces Balrog, manifesting as an unusually tall figure with a white, flame-wreathed grin. With a flaming whip in place of its weapon, Gandalf attempts to hold off 3167 in a manner identical to the manner in which he defeated the Balrog in the Fellowship of the Ring, but is sliced in half by the whip. Gandalf's final words are whispered to Samwise. He has the eyes of Luthien.
Luthien.
Luthien, okay.
Yeah,
Wait.
she's apparently an elf. And she is the wife of a character named Baron.
I
Huh?
And
trust me, I'm very well aware of this stuff.
Yeah.
oh.
Anyways, the effects on the.
I'm
Huh?
I'm mostly just interested in uh in the fact that this SCP author did enough research to
Mm-hmm.
know about like a character that we do hear mentioned in like a mythological sense throughout the trilogy, but is somewhat deep cut. That's middle of the first era
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. The thanks of the people who read the instance of 3167, a Boromir does not die at the end of the Fellowship, and instead reappears alongside his brother, Faramir, in the Two Towers along with Frodo and Samwise. The Battle of Helm's Deep is lost, and Saruman maintains his hold over Theoden. Theoden. Merry and Pippin die during the assault of Isengard, with the latter sacrificing himself to kill Saruman. Frodo himself
I
died. Huh?
Oh my god, I need to just
Saruman.
read this. You're this is I'm reading this part, okay?
Okay, start at this part then.
Okay. The Two Towers along with Frodo and Samwise. The Battle of Helm's Deep is lost, and Saruman maintains his hold over Theoden. Merry and Pippin die during the assault on Isengard, with the latter sacrificing himself to kill Saruman. Okay, as a side note, how how would Pippin okay. Then again, it's Tolkien. It's all about the the little guy managing to do big things, but that feels extra odd.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Maybe he got help from the tree people.
Frodo himself dies at the encounter with Shelob, leaving Samwise to take the ring to Mount Doom. The quest ultimately succeeds, but by the end of the Return of the King, Samwise, Aragorn, and Legolas are the only living members of the Fellowship. Samwise is invited to go into the Grey Havens, but declines? Well, okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's one way to suppose things would go about if Gandalf didn't get revived.
Anyways, uh, I'll go and reread this one that happened earlier. Name of works: Northern Lights, or known as the Golden Compass in the United States. Series: His Dark Materials. Genre: Young Adult Fantasy. Victim: Unnamed Gobbler. Manifestation: 3167 manifests during a sequence in which the protagonist, Lyra Belacqua, is undergoing an intercision in which her daemon, physical manifestation of individual soul within his dark materials universe. Pantalaimon will be separated from her and kills the gobbler who is holding Pantalaimon using his own daemon, which takes the form of a large boa constrictor. In non-anomalous versions of Northern Lights, the sequence is notably written in a manner which heavily suggests that handling one's daemon without their consent is tantamount to bad touch. It affects no overall effect on the narrative. Miss Coulter enters the room, confused as to why the man holding Pantalaimon has died. The rest of the sequence at Bolvagar is uninterrupted, save for a portion where a guard enters the room where Miss Coulter and Lyra are talking in order to inform her that 3167 has escaped, and that a note saying "I regret doing that" was found at the entrance to the intercision room. The instance regretted doing that. It's like, I fucked up. Oh my god, the next book.
Well, it probably makes it even worse when you find out Lyra's a child.
Oh my god.
So the SCP basically realized, when he understood what he did, he realized he fucked up.
Yeah. Anyways.
I'm now questioning how much I care about spoilers for SAO or for this. Oh wait,
Uh,
I misread it. I thought it was talking about Escalation, which is the third season
No.
of the animes. Einkrad.
Yeah. Name of work: Sword Art Online, Aincrad, series Sword Art Online. Genre: Japanese science fiction light novel. Victim: unclear.
what?
It's just like some random bozo in Einkrad.
Apparently. The manifestation: 3167 appears during the climactic duel between Kazuto Kirigaya. How the hell did I say that right?
I don't know.
And Kayaba Akihiko Heathcliff, Avatar, and Sword Art Online. It manifests as the unusually tall player with a horrible white grin raised its massive pulsating, flashing claymore ready for the kill. It struck the ground of 475 and Sword Art Online shut down, ejecting everyone within.
That's anticlimactic.
It basically just killed everyone.
No, ejecting would imply that it
Oh,
uh had them like exit the game.
Oh.
At least that would be my first inclination. I don't know if like ejecting in the visual novel means they died, but I feel like it'd say they died.
Yeah, well, we'll find out in the effects. The second book of Sword Art Online light novel series was unaffected as its series took place prior to 3167's manifestation. However, all following books take place exclusively in the real world, exploring the relationship between Kazuto and Asuna Yuki. The attack by 3167 apparently destroyed the internet's capability to support a virtual reality video game on the same scale as Sword Art Online.
Okay, that's actually why. Okay, so the SCP did something in the narrative that's kind of a tiny bit good. I could kind of see doing that. And yes, when it said eject, that means that they were still alive. Otherwise, Kazuto and uh, Asuna would be dead.
Yeah. Alright. Name of work. The Final Problem. Series of Sherlock Holmes canon. Genre mystery. Victim Sherlock Holmes. Manifestation. Dr. Watson arrives at how the fuck do I say that?
Uh oh,
Reichenbach?
Reichenbach. Yeah,
Reichenbach?
Yeah.
that's about how I pronounced it.
Reichenbach falls to see 3167 struggling with Holmes. 3167 explained he wants you to die before repeatedly stabbing Holmes and throwing him down the cliff before nodding at Watson and vanishing.
What the fuck? Okay.
What
Yeah,
in the
sure.
fan fiction hell?
Oh my god. That's funny as shit. Effects. While all Holmes stories written before the Final Problem, as well as Hound of the Baskervilles, which takes place before the Final Problem, are unaffected, all future Sherlock Holmes stories are unperceivable by individuals who read instances of the Final Problem altered by 3167, including adaptations of the canon. At this point, agent of Pataphysical Task Force Alpha 4 managed to intercept 3167 as it attempted to exit the narrative, temporarily trapping it in a narrative white space, while it was interrogated by Agent Caitlin. Next, the transcript of the interview as follows. Sorry. Caitlin walked around a conceptually empty space and rolled her shoulders.
As you
Okay.
do.
Yeah. Alright, so before I ask, does anyone want to be the SCP voice?
What voice would he even have?
I don't know, but I see what he's gonna read. It's kind of funny.
I guess I can just do Old Man Hackett.
Alright.
Okay.
We've been chasing after you for yonks. You know that? The unusually tall figure.
Oh no! Don't try to pull that shit on me! I'm gonna take control of the narrative every time you try to kill me. My metaphorical oh, fucking hell. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what am I about to read? My metaphorical metafictional dick is bigger than yours.
Oh
You might
no,
as
he is
well
like Old
talk.
Man Hackett.
He does! The unusual. What did I just say? Oh, wait, was that. Wait, did I read it?
That was probably one of Hatchet's lines.
Oh, sorry.
What did I just say?
Bob frowned at Agent. Next, his great white grin turning into a frown.
I'm not hurting anybody. Nobody real.
You've destroyed at least 90 narrative universes in the past 4 years. And look at you. You used frown twice in the same descriptor. Yes, I can see that, and I know you can too.
I'm just carrying out the author's wishes. Rowling wanted what's I Rowling wanted Wesley to die. Doyle hated Holmes at the end. Kawahara wishes he had axed SAO a while ago.
What about Tsar's reign? Bob tilted her head.
But okay. What? Wait, that's a very old man Hackett thing to say.
Yeah. Wait, you're a girl?
I'm fictional. I could be Cthulhu if I wanted to, but nobody wants to be Cthulhu.
Oh my god. This is the Tsar's Reign up-and-coming fantasy series. He entered the first book and killed off the protagonist, sent the kingdom spiraling into chaos, and started off a war between every color of the divine spectrum.
I've not done that, but it seems like a good idea.
I've got a record of you doing it right here. Oh shit! He's in the document! He is in the document! It has to be the document you're reading right now. Close it! Close it! The unusually tall figure with a horrible white grin raised his backspace key ready for the kill.
Get me out of here!
Oh, that's...
Oh wait, no, that's
Yeah, that's the
okay.
agent. Get me out of here! Agent next pleaded. For the love of... Agent next pleaded. For the love of God, get me out of here! The agent next pleaded. Get me out of here! Agent next, get me out! Get... The deed was done, the figure had collected their latest kill, and turned a new page in their life.
So they trapped the SCP in the document. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Or the SCP left. Because it killed the agent.
It metaphorically killed the agent. The agent tricked them in there. Now the agent's no longer in the document. But the agent still exists outside the document.
Is that how that works?
I don't think so. They wouldn't be screaming to get out of here if they weren't going to be killed inside.
Well, a fictional character would scream.
I don't know. Anyways, it's still labeled as Keter, and they don't have it in captivity because they're still tracking it. It's 3167 is
Oh.
currently at large, so yeah, most likely she's dead.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah. And it's unknown what this person actually looks like, by the way. But this is a very interesting SCP. I think it's really funny.
I will say
Yeah.
the agent is a girl, right? A woman?
Yeah.
I'll look out for that for when the video happens.
God, I went down a Murphy Law rabbit hole. I understood why they don't want him and this to interact. Yeah, Murphy, what's his fucking name? What is his fucking name? It was... I forgot what his fucking name was. It was Murphy something.
Godwin?
Laudwin. Yeah, Murphy and Laudin. Yeah. That was the creator of this, and apparently Hatchet, in SCP universe, he forced multiple SCPs into his story, including 3000, and he forced it into a story where he killed it. And he even trapped his own author of the SCP character into his own story. What he did with his own author, I don't know.
Okay.
So Murphy Lawden is a very powerful character.
Murphy Lawden of unknown gender. They're a woman when they feel like it, not a woman when they don't feel like it, I guess.
No, Murphy Lawden is the creator of this SCP, not the
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. So they literally put themselves in.
Yep.
Also, as a side note, I'm gonna call some absolute bullshit on that part about I'm doing what the author wanted. There is absolutely no conceivable way that anywhere in Tolkien's later writings or interviews he decided that he in fact wanted Gandalf to to actually die. Gandalf's death and resurrection is one of the most pivotal and important elements of the entire narrative.
Anyways, this thumbnail is very clickbaity. Because remember, it only attacks people within the books, right? Right?
Oh, hello, little bird.
That's not what happens.
It's just a random hyper
Should we
realistic
mark
art.
4? Because this is clickbait and it's almost nothing to do with SCP in any way whatsoever.
I mean, yeah.
That doesn't affect people in real life, except that they can't perceive the next book as it was intended.
However, what if we make it 3 because boobies?
Oh my god.
No. The boobies does not make it 3.
The boobies enhance the clickbait.
Open Percy Jackson
Yes,
or something
that's
like it
right.
sad.
And look at this. Look at how small the underwear is. She's
Fair.
basically wearing thongs.
Okay.
I don't think that bothers Hatchet.
It's not supposed to bother him. I'm just saying they're showing as much skin as possible without making it too obvious they're showing as much skin as possible, specifically for clicks.
But have you considered boobies?
Oh my god. Hatchet.
Bongos.
It's still a 4.
Bambly bangers.
Oh my gosh,
The boobs increase the 4. It is definitely still a 4.
when I look to my left, it looks like I'm giving a judgy expression, and I'm looking at Hatchet.
Eh.
That's valid. I judge myself in the mirror every day. That guy in the mirror won't stop staring at me.
Shall we start the video?
Yeah. Alright. Oh, they say it's written by Dr. Gears.
Oh, that's already a 1 on removed characters.
Not removed from the license.
Well,
Anyways.
Well, yeah, that's
license.
part of removed license.
Yeah.
You're
Anyways,
the one who decided to combine them, you dingus.
Yeah, also, yeah, I know. Also, it says user deleted, but here's the thing. At the very top, it says 3167 by IHP, the author. So we actually do know what the author is. That wasn't removed yet.
I think the author removed was just a part of the SCP itself. Remember the killed the one person?
Could be.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not Dr. Gears. So they just put some... That's the one thing I've noticed. I think they're just putting Dr. Gears when they don't want to bother putting the actual author.
Which is weird because, like, it's just as inaccurate for them to not put the author at all, and they do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Why aren't they just taking the easiest route?
Right.
It's right there, you lazy
Let's
pricks.
just watch the SCP.
Yeah. All right. Are we all ready?
Yeah.
Ready's a very relative term.
3, 2, 1.
Allie loved going to the mall with her parents every weekend. She loved walking around, looking at everything.
Oh yeah.
She enjoyed all the different restaurants the food court had to offer. But most of all, she loved the bookstore. Her favorite pastime was finding a newly released book and reading it by the built-in cafe and artificial fireplace. Once she stepped foot in the bookstore, she disappeared through the aisles. She had to find a book quick so she could spend as much time as possible in the big, comfortable
Okay,
chair right next to the
pause.
fireplace. Allie.
Who has a fireplace in a library?
This is not.
A bookstore, I mean.
Well, there are bookstores with fireplaces, but those ones have a cafe connected to the bookstore.
Yeah.
But also, that's not my issue. My issue is they're like, she entered with her parents. She's alone the entire video.
I was just wondering, who the fuck is in charge of ordering and stocking shelves in this goddamn
yeah.
bookstore that it looks like she's walking into a fucking abandoned, like, old library.
Yeah. Also, look
Maybe they had a like 90% off deal day.
Yeah. Also, look at the name of the book she picked up.
The Complete Guide to Doing Kung Fu Against what the fuck?
I shrug.
I couldn't think of an original book name.
Would you call it Ghost Fu?
Yes.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Sorry for the pun.
Fast as lightning. I don't know the rest of the song.
That was a little bit frightening.
Let's continue.
Among Us plushies. Anyway.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Found a book that sounded interesting and flipped to a random page. She started to skim through it when her eyes picked up some disturbing words as they darted across the page. Something about wide, bleeding grin, strangulated, punctured. She put the book down. She was in the
Strangulated.
young
Wait. Hold on. Why is the book glowing red?
Oh,
Maybe they're
normal.
suggesting the SCP has demonic energy.
Strangulated. Is that a word?
Strangulated is a word.
I've never heard of it before.
Really?
Let's just keep going.
Yeah. When ghosts have no self-defense skills. Oh my god. This is a real
Tell
person.
that to Sadako.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
She was in the young teen section. Maybe someone accidentally put that on the wrong shelf, she told herself. She picked up another book, one with flowers on the cover. Again, Allie turned to a random page, but the words leapt out at her. There it was again. The gardener smiled at her flowers before being gutted.
Okay, here's a problem. It can only affect one book at a time.
What?
The SCP can only do one book at a time.
So it can only do one book at a time, and it's apparently just like it's either A, being bullshit and affecting the entire library, or B, it's jumping from book to book specifically to fuck with this person.
So this is already bullshit. But I'm not surprised. 3, 2, 1.
Blood sprayed on her newly blossomed works of art. The deed was done. Allie felt sick to her stomach. She threw the book down and decided to go to the pet store to look at the animals instead. Welcome to SCP Exposed.
And
Today
then
we bring
all
you
the animals were being murdered.
Yeah, that's true, Jerry. Yeah. 3, 2.
Class subject number 3167, also known as the serial killer. But before we begin, be sure to leave a like and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future SCP cases. SCP-3167 is a pataphysical entity that manifests in narratives that share a single, common universe or protagonist, such as novel series, short stories, or larger bodies of works of mythos. 3167 seems to act on its own, apparently seeking out a single character from whatever narrative it is in for the sole purpose of murdering them. Its appearance varies in every narrative, but its manifestation is always announced by either a spoken or written variation of the phrase. The unusually tall figure with a horrible, white grin raised its weapon, ready for the kill. The weapon that is mentioned varies as well, but is always consistent with the narrative setting, such as using lasers in science fiction. And any persons who read or watch narratives in which 3167 manifests are affected by a continuous perceptual anomaly. The afflicted starts to believe that the character murdered by 3167 is completely absent from any chronologically later entries.
That
While
did
individuals
not
affected
look
by
like Gandalf. That looks like a guy in a nightcap.
That was supposed to be Gandalf. Shit. How do you feel?
Well, at least show Gandalf when you're saying that's supposed to be Gandalf.
Fair. There's your Gandalf hatchet.
Gandalf the nightcap.
Get this off the screen. I'm not gonna humor this bullshit any longer. Get it off.
3, 2.
completely absent from any chronologically later entries. While individuals affected by 3167 can still perceive installments which take place after the death of the character, they will insist that it is widely different from the actual narrative. This anomaly can be counteracted with amnestic treatment within the first 24 hours of exposure. SCP-3167 is only capable of affecting one copy of any narrative, but the anomaly is persistent. Within a paragraph, the targeted character is assaulted by 3167, then murdered in a graphic but ultimately logical manner for the narrative. Upon the death of the targeted character, 3167 exits the narrative. This is announced by a variation of the phrase, "The deed was done." The figure had collected their latest kill and turned a new page in their life. Currently, over 5,000 individual volumes have been affected by SCP-3167, mostly English language works. Containment of 3167 is to primarily focus on
Yeah, sure.
My God.
Well, let's just keep going.
Yeah.
the confiscation of works it has entered and affected. In addition to containment of affected volumes, individuals affected by the SCP are to undergo amnestic therapy for a period of time, until its perception warping effects are no longer present. A number of these affected narratives have been cataloged by the Foundation and are described as follows. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. SCP-3167 manifests itself in the middle.
It's supposed to be Ron Weasley. That's a funny interpretation of him.
Well, for legal reasons, they probably can't outright say it's Ron, but yeah.
Random person saying, "Hey, it's Donald Weasley."
Mm.
3, 2, 1.
Middle of the Goblet of Fire ceremony, and fatally attacks Ron Weasley with the Avada Kedavra killing curse before
That is not. Cadaver killing curse is done with a wand, not just repeatedly stabbing them over and over. Oh God, this is making me laugh. Jerry's losing it.
And I hurt myself today.
Actually, at this rate, we might get to
Okay, at least
last.
what I was humming was connected to the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. We might actually have time for the next SCP at this rate.
before disappearing. Ron then drags himself to Harry and whispers something in his ear before dying. The Fellowship of the Ring, at the bridge of KZ Doom.
And you don't even say it. Great. Oh no, it's the Lord of the Rings one. Actually, you're gonna be so pissed. 3, 2.
They still haven't fixed the hat. Look at it.
No shit.
3, 2.
Gandalf the nightcap.
3, 2.
I mean, gray.
Yeah.
Boom, the Balrog is replaced by 3167, manifesting as an unusually tall figure with a white flame-wreathed grin and a flaming whip. Gandalf attempts to stave off the SCP in a similar fashion to how he defeated the Balrog in the actual Fellowship of the Ring, but 3167 slices him in half with its whip. Sword Art Online. SCP-3167 appears during the climactic duel between main protagonist Kirito and antagonist Heathcliff. It manifests as the
Why are
unusually
they
tall
showing
player with a
this-
horrible
Why are they showing this like it's a video game? This is a light novel, bro. Like, I know Sword Art Online takes place in a video game, but this,
This is killing Hatchet. Hatchet hates this video so much.
Because it's so inaccurate.
3, 2.
white grin raised its massive, pulsing, flashing claymore, ready for the kill. It struck the ground of floor 75, and Sword Art Online shut down, ejecting everyone within. In the book, The Final Problem, the agent of
Oh my
Task Force
God.
Alpha 4 managed to intercept SCP-3167 as it attempted to exit the narrative, temporarily trapping it in a narrative white space. Agent Caitlin next entered the space in order to conduct
Oh my gosh, they did a dude. It's Agent Caitlin.
The agent was a woman. And they changed her into a man. Okay.
I'm looking for something. There we go. Anyways. This channel is dead and not doing anything at all at the moment. Yeah, it's currently live streaming. Nice try, random person. I know that's sarcasm. 3, 2.
an interview. The following is an excerpt from that interview. We've been chasing after you for years, you know that? The unusually tall figure. Oh no, don't try to pull that shit on me. I'm gonna take control of the narrative every time you try to kill me. My metaphorical, metafictional dick is bigger than yours. You might as well talk. The unusual. What did I just say? Bob frowned at Agent Next. His great white grin turned into a frown. I'm not hurting anyone. Nobody real. You've destroyed at least 90 narrative universes in the past 4 years. And look at you. You used frown twice in the same descriptor. And yes, I can see that. And I know you can too. I'm just carrying out the author's wishes. Rowling wanted Weasley to die. Doyle hated Holmes at the end. Kawahara wishes he had axed
That was
sword.
Gandalf. That was Gandalf.
oh god, I hate.
I'm just gonna say there's so much they removed from this article. I'm just saying that.
I think the biggest thing removed was they basically removed the one agent and replaced them with a man.
Fair enough.
That is not the biggest thing there. They removed
to me.
multiple.
Yeah.
well,
Yes, they removed a lot from all the books. In fact, they removed the Golden Compass entirely, and I can see why.
That's fair.
Because they realized when they killed the one character, they accidentally did the bad touch to the main character's demon, and then they realized I bad touched a child's demon.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm having a stroke.
Yeah, that's
The demon is basically the soul.
I don't. I just continue.
Art online a while ago. What about the Tsar's reign? Bob tilted her head. What? Wait, you're a girl? I'm fictional. I could be Cthulhu if I wanted
my
to, but nobody
God.
wants to be Cthulhu. The Tsar's reign, up-and-coming fantasy series. You entered the first book and killed off the protagonist, sent the kingdom spiraling into chaos, and started off a war between every color of the divine spectrum. I've not done that, but it seems like a good idea. I've got record of you doing it, right? Oh, he's in the document. He's in this document. The SCP document you're reading right now. Close it. Close it. The unusually tall figure with a horrible white grin raised its backspace key, ready for the kill. Get me out of here, Agent Next pleaded. For the love of God, get me out of here, Agent Next pleaded. Get me out of here, Agent Next. Get me out. Get. The deed was done. The figure had collected their latest kill and turned a new page in their life. To this day, SCP-3167 is at large. Petaphysics Task Force Alpha 4 are assigned to tracking it through narrative space, with the goal of eventual containment or apprehension. 3167's recent pattern of behavior indicates a particular interest in the fantasy genre. In light of this, Foundation web crawlers have been assigned to monitor discussions of contemporary fantasy and horror series for discussions of narrative deviations. What did you think of that case? As always, let us know in the comments.
So there's a lot removed that they did not talk about.
Well,
Multiple different.
before we get to that, we should probably get to removal of characters and licenses, which they
Two.
technically removed a few characters.
Yeah.
They technically removed all the characters of the Golden Compass. They removed the reference to Lucian, which was a different character. They removed a few of the characters from the Ring. They removed a few of the Harry Potter characters. That how should we judge this?
I
Then
just say make it 4.
Yeah, because
Okay,
there's
4.
also
They
other
removed-
books too.
They removed so many narratives and
And so many they removed so
different
many
books.
characters that 4 is the only way to respond.
So
Like,
alter-
even if these characters are effectively just name cameos in this document, like,
there's so many.
They're still characters,
there's so
yeah.
many.
And also, there's alter/added gore or violence. Well, the scene with Ron Weasley.
I feel like they modified a lot by removing a lot.
Mm,
Like maybe make it a 1.
I'd be thinking of 1, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking 1 because instead of using magic, they just decided to stab the shit out of Ron Weasley.
Well, yeah. But besides that, in removing a few other books, they removed a few other deaths.
So deviates from the plot of the article.
Just do 4.
Yeah.
Okay, 4.
Only a minute of video / offensiveness.
They literally changed one of the only characters that wasn't from a book into a man,
Yeah.
and then added a side teenager like that makes up for it.
Mm-hmm.
Can we add a point just for how dirty they did Gandalf?
Does that mean it should get a 2?
I'm half joking.
Yeah. Mhm.
I do think it needs a 1 for the agent at least.
Yeah.
I would
Also,
be thinking 1.
Hmm?
I would be thinking 1.
also, I don't know what I was going to say. My brain is blank.
I guess we just go with 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is going to get a very low score.
At least it wasn't all 4s.
Men's drop off.
You know what? At least the last one was an 85.
So do we want to go for the next one or not?
If y'all continue, I would not be joining.
Then we're not going.
Yeah, I don't feel like really continuing.
Yeah, the next one is Bigfoot.
Oh, yeah, no, we're not doing that tonight. I am I don't know quite why, but I'm feeling very irritable tonight. I do not have the mental wherewithal to deal with them completely butchering
Yeah, also, look,
1000.
this is the last of the SCPs right here.
Oh, what fun.
We're almost
Wait,
done.
which one is 1 there?
1, the Scarlet King.
Oh, okay. That's great.
Should I put that in there? Like,
Yeah.
Well, didn't we have like another -1
yeah, it
thing
was.
before?
Yeah,
So
it
you should
was.
mark which -1 it is.
Yeah, because it was when day breaks was earlier.
Yeah.
Should mark that one as SK, as in Scarlet King.
Oh, whoops. Ah, shit. How do I fix this again?
Ah, for fuck's sake!
Go
Right,
to
right.
align.
You just passed it. You just fucking passed it. There. Go to the right. Magic.
Fixed it. Also, I'll have to find its number again, but Neon God does finally have an SCP number.
E.
I'll have to find it. How will they mess him up? Severely. Watch they make the Scarlet King the nice, cuddliest man imaginable.
Don't say that.
We know they're not gonna do that.
Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get out of Discord stream and find a VTuber to raid. He's big and evil like like and sub.
Discord, what are
Scarlet.
you doing?
Ah, yes, Scarlet King. You ever play Skyrim? You know Molag Ball? He's that. Thanks for watching.
Can you both still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Scarlet
Okay,
King.
because Discord literally
You
has
ever
itself as loading.
Oh.
Rip.
So I can hear both of you and you can hear me, but apparently Discord is loading.
What
Oh.
the fuck did you send me, Aaron?
Oh, that was with the reality bending cat SCP.
A human shoe to pee in?
Yeah, in the scene where they were going to the animal control center, they found this list in the video.
I see. Also, as a side note, I'd have to say that that cat is abnormally social.
Yeah.
Cats, for the most part, uh, aren't the most social animal. Which is why, if you're going to have a large number of, oh, did Jiri just dropped out?
Yeah.
If you're gonna have a large number of cats, you need to have plenty of space for them to have their own little bubbles when they don't want to be around others.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair. I can forgive them. The Red Princess, I can forgive them for the Chinese branch lore, the Scarlet King, or the whole Scarlet Demon stuff. But if they don't mention once that the 999 is his son, then I will not.
The first thing I hear when I finally win against Discord is Festus.
Festus, why are you screaming?
There's actually one thing I hope they do leave out, because it is mentioned in some tales of Scarlet King of one of his nicknames being the King of Bad
Do
Touchers.
you think that do you think that they're going to add that?
Probably. We don't
No.
know.
What do you? They have made an active effort to sanitize stuff. Do you think they're going to add that? Festus.
I'm meowing to your cat.
Oh, but in the article they
Let's see.
do put in that it has connection to 231, if I remember
One of
correctly.
the I would like to mention in one of their previous videos they literally showed the brides.
Yeah,
What?
that's fair. What the fuck?
Can we just?
Yeah,
Can we just?
I'm already setting up my. Danger Noddle is the raid words. Danger Noddle raid.
Sorry, I think Festus is adorable and I want them to meow more.
Anyways, Jerry, do you have any last words?
No.
Okay. Do you have any last words?
When in doubt, shoot Nazis. I'll be working at my Mind Lieben run tomorrow, starting at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If you want to come watch me die a lot,
Oh my god.
that's all.
Anyways, Danger Noddles. I hope to see you guys next time for your next mission. Shit, I forgot to put my schedule up yesterday. I'll make sure to do that
F
tomorrow. I forgot.
/L/ratio
Shut up.
/you fell off
I will end you. Anyways.
/danger nipples.
Oh my god. Anyways, tomorrow will be analog horror with Jiri, and then Thursday will be the same thing with Hatchet and Jiri and me with the group of Avengers. We're almost done with the international groups. Really close. So yeah. Then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will be Pokemon Legends CA. So yeah. I'll see you guys then, and forgot to hit enter. Anyways, be kind to this person. I don't know who the fuck they are, and pussy nipples.
Aaron!
You're falling off.